afternoon, everyone. How are you today? Ayan. So, our lesson for today will be about virtue ethics. Specifically, the word telos. Ano nga ba ang telos? So, telos, according to Aristotle, is the word can mean purpose, intent, and or goal. But as usual, Aristotle used it in a more specific and subtitle sense. The inherent purpose of each thing, the ultimate reason for each thing being the way it is, whether created that way by human being or by nature. So, ang telos, according to Aristotle, ay yung purpose mo daw. At naniniwala sa Aristotle na kaya ka nagawa or kaya ka nandito sa mundo, that you are existing because you have a purpose. May purpose ka kung bakit ka nabubuhay ngayon dito sa mundo. But the question is, ano nga ba yung purpose natin, di ba? Alam nyo na ba kung bakit kayo nabubuhay sa mundo? Alam nyo na ba kung bakit kayo ginawa ni Lord? So, in this time,
Yes, ma'am.
for me, I haven't figured it out yet. Am I made to teach other people? Or am I made to do even greater things? I don't know yet. Yeah. So, other people na figure out na nila kung ano talaga ang purpose nila, and that's good. But a lot of people like me, hindi pa alam ang purpose sa buhay. Yeah. So, there are examples of different telos. The number one is the man-made object. Here, take my coffee mug as an example. If asked to define it, you might say something like, it's a kind of container from which to drink hot beverages. So, yan ang sasabihin nyo, di ba? Nearly everything about the mug reveals its purpose. It is too small and open to hold anything but a drink or pencil. You wouldn't want to carry gasoline in it. It's too big for drinking shot of liquor. Tama ba yun? You can't measure cups with it. Mine is ceramic and heavy, with a handle which protects my hand from the heat of the coffee. You could, of course, describe the mug without mentioning hot beverages. Just describing its shape and materials in technical terms, but doing so would miss the most important thing about it. It is very reason for its existing, its telos. The mug was made by humans for the drinking of coffee, and every human artifact is made for some purpose. So in man-made objects, the simplest explanation in this um, part is, di ba gumagawa ang tao ng mga bagay? At dahil, ano ba ang purpose ng paggawa ng mga tao ng mga bagay-bagay? Because there is a need to suffice an existing problem. So gumagawa ang mga tao para ma-resolve ang mga problema na nakikita nila sa pang-araw-araw na gawain, ganon. So here, things are made because they are needed to be made. So ayan. So ang telos ng mga bagay-bagay ay kasi may existing na kailangang isolve. Just like here in this mug, ang ultimate purpose ng mug ay to hold hot drinks, di ba? It is not made to put gasoline on it. It is made to hold hot drinks. And the succeeding purpose of it ay kapag medyo luma-luma na, we tend to put some things on it like coins, maybe kutsara, or anything else. But the main purpose why mugs are made because there is this hot beverages that needs to be whole, di ba? Kasi, yeah, that's the explanation of it. For example also, just like chairs. Chairs are made for sitting. Hindi ginawa ang chair para higaan. Parang ganon. Just like tables, like, right? That's why teachers before are correcting students. 'Di ba? Kasi may mga estudyante noon na umuupo sa mga table because the purpose of the table is not for sitting. So, ayan. In man-made objects, objects are made to um, to suffice a specific problem or para maging solusyon sa mga problema. Ganun. Cars. Cars are made for driving. Television shows for entertaining. You can try to create something with no purpose, which a lot of people would call art, except that it would then have a purpose to make an artistic or philosophical statement. So, in this statement, pwede ka naman daw gumawa ng mga bagay na walang patutunguhan, walang purpose. That's why other people are calling it art. Parang there was this building, the upside down house, di ba? They made it parang wala namang purpose, but then they call it art and people appreciated that kind of art. So, yung walang purpose noon naging tourist spot, gano'n. So, lahat ng nangyayari or lahat ng ginagawang objects ay nagkakaroon ng purpose. Ganun. Next is the natural objects. But what about natural objects? Do trees and people have inherent purposes? And how can we define them without reference to religious beliefs? According to Aristotle, the telos of a plant or animal is also what it was made for, which can be observed. For example, trees seem to be made to grow, branch, produce fruit, nuts or flowers, provide shade, and reproduce. So that is all part of their telos. More importantly, each of these elements of a tree's telos is something that the tree only does if healthy and thriving, only if it lives long enough and under the right condition to fulfill its potential. You might try to argue that, according to this criteria, the telos of a tree is to eventually decay and die, and perhaps it is part of it. But Aristotle could disagree by saying that the telos of a thing is that which it does when it fulfills its full potential. So here, in the natural object, the example was a tree. So ang example, itong tree naman na ito, madami siyang telos, madami siyang purposes. Habang nabubuhay siya, ang kanyang purpose ay magbigay ng shade, magbigay ng mga fruits, and many more, di ba? At kapag namatay naman ang tree, meron pa rin siyang purpose. Pwede siyang gawing bahay, pwedeng gawing furnitures, and many more. So, the natural objects has more telos than the man-made objects. Ano pa ang under sa natural objects? Animals. So every animals, they are existing because they have this ultimate or its purpose, di ba? Nandyan ang daga para ano? Dahil sa food chain, 'di ba? Nandiyan sila para mag-control ng mga ano bang kinokontrol ng daga? Ayun. Nandiyan ang mga different kinds of animals to contribute to the balance of the world. Ayan. Nandiyan ang kalabaw para tulungan ang mga magsasaka, 'di ba? And many other animals. Yes? And here, humans. Paano naman daw ang humans? What about humans? According to Aristotle, the telos of a human being is happiness or eudaimonia. Actually, which means something more like fulfillment. Fulfillment of what? Our potential for excellence or virtues in English translations of Aristotle. The word virtue in Aristotle refers to the artistic, scientific, athletic, or any other kind of excellence. They are the things human beings can do when they fulfill their potential, such as paint a picture, win a race, or write philosophy. Much of Aristotle's Nicomachean ethics is devoted to virtues, of which there are a great variety, since each of us seems made to excel in different areas of life. So last meeting we've discussed about what is virtue, diba? It is the balance of two vices, the negative and the positive one. So the ultimate purpose daw, or the ultimate purpose or the ultimate telos of humans is the fulfillment of our happiness. So we can say that you've achieved your purpose if the things or the main thing that you are doing right now makes you happy. So kapag masaya ka na sa sitwasyon mo ngayon, that is the purpose or your purpose. So ayan. So take note that the word happiness is also referred to as eudaimonia. So ano ba ang telos nyo? Because you are under human, of course. So we have these skills and talents that are innate in us. We have multiple intelligence, right? So ang ating purpose ay naka-inline sa intelligence na meron din sa atin, di ba? So ano ba ang purpose nyo? Ano ba ang purpose ko? Hindi ko pa talaga alam. So this next is the famous quotes about Telos. Let's see what are these quotes. Yeah. Quote number 1. Pleasure and pain moreover supply the motives of desire and of avoidance in the spring of conduct generally. This being so, it clearly follows that actions are right and praiseworthy only as being a mean to the attainment of a life of pleasure, but that which is not itself a means to anything else, but to which all else is a means, is what the Greek term the telos, the highest ultimate or final good. Here, the ancient Greek philosopher Epicurus explained his own philosophy, which argues us to live the most enjoyable lives possible. And he justified this philosophy with Aristotle's definition of human telos, the highest good, that which is not a means to anything else, and to which all else is a mean. Aristotle's highest good was eudaimonia, understood to mean a happiness, well-being, and the fulfillment of one's potential for good. So, the existing um, claim of Aristotle, which is the eudaimonia, ini-connect naman ni Epicurus ang kanyang philosophy, which is the Epicureanism. So, ang pleasure and pain daw ay it is the motivating elements for desire and avoidance. So, di ba kapag natutuwa tayo or nape-pleasure tayo, mas ginugusto natin, di ba? Pero kapag nahihirapan tayo, umiiwas tayo, avoidance. So, that is according to Epicurus. Kaya, kinoconnect niya ang pleasure and pain to the eudaimonia. So, ang connection niya daw ay kapag natutuwa ka sa ginagawa mo, it can be your eudaimonia. Yeah? Next one. So, natutuwa ba kayo sa ginagawa nyo ngayon sa buhay nyo? Yan. Maybe you are on your telos na. Next quote. Among the things most characteristics of organisms, most distinctive of living as opposed to inorganic systems, is a sort of directedness. Their structures and activities have an adaptedness, an evident and vital usefulness to the organism. Darwin's answer and ours is to accept the common sense view. Ayan. That the individual and the species may survive. But this end is unconsciousness and impersonal. Naive teleology is controverted not by ignoring the obvious existence of such end, but by providing a naturalistic, materialistic explanation of the adaptive characteristics serving them. This is according to Simpson. Here, Simpson provides a particular clear and pithy explanation of the confusing relationship between Telos and Darwin's theory. The most distinctive quality of living system is their directedness, which some people might call Telos. So, dito naman sinasabi kinoconnect ni Simpson ang theory of um, Darwin's theory to the claim of Aristotle. So ayan, 'di ba? According to Darwin's theory, we are from Homo sapiens, ganon, Homo. And because the situation gave us the chance to evolve, that's why there are a lot of things that happen, 'di ba? From yung bato, ginawang yung mga bato, ginawang mga tools na because to cut the meat for food supply, yung mga, 'di ba? Are you getting me? So, in this statement of Simpson, ayan, directedness daw. There's a purpose sa pag-e-evolve na kinoconnect niya kay Darwin. And here we are right now sa pinaka-latest na Homo. Yeah. So, ayan. But it's crucial to understand the naturalistic materialistic explanation for that telos. So there are types of telos. So ito yung kanina lang din, the human artifacts, yung mga ginagawa na ang mga ginagawa ng mga tao ay nagre-resolve sa mga existing na nakikita nilang problema. Then the purpose of living things. So the wings for flying, ears for hearing, gano'n. Tell us of historical trends. Lahat din, dito din nagfo-fall sa telos ang mga kung bakit nagkaroon ng World War, bakit may pandemic, ganan. So, in telos, lahat ng nangyayari ay may purpose. Okay? Nandyan ka because there's a purpose. Right now, are you doing maybe, every action may purpose, ganun yan. You as a person has the ultimate purpose, your telos, ganyan. And the situation also. O, ito action. The telos of action. Yeah. So this discussion is from Stanford University. So because our discussion is all about telos, I'm going to give you an essay. So you're going to do an essay. For you, why are you existing in this world? What is your purpose? That's a very simple activity, right? So